So Debbie Dadey comes to my school. She didn't bring the characters with her. She just came as herself. What does that visit entail? What's a successful school visit look like for you?
Well, I actually have a scheduling page on my website, debbiedadey.com, that talks about, lays it out. I tell everything that I do or can do. I have three basic presentations that I give to kids: a K through 1 presentation, 1 and 2 presentation. Wait a minute, a 2 and 3 presentation, and a 4 and 5, 4th and 5th grade presentation. And I try to spell out everything about the school visit so that all a school has to do, or teacher or librarian has to do, is look at it, and they'll know everything they need to know, but they can contact me directly on that page so that I can clarify anything that needs clarifying.
So you come to the classroom, you come to the auditorium, and you've got years of experience now as an author, as well as originally a librarian and a teacher. How do you win over an audience of children, and how do you keep them engaged through your presentation?
Well, I pretty much do handstands. No. Before. But I sing for the younger kids. I juggle or pretend to juggle. I involve kids in the presentation, and I tell stories because kids like to hear stories.
You tell stories related to things that you've written, or
and how the books came to be, and things like that.
And then, well, let's make sure we knock this out before I'm terrible about forgetting. We get too excited talking about all this writer stuff. Debbie Dadey, have you ever seen a flying saucer, and do you believe in them?
Well, I had a book come out last year called Fairy Chase, and at the back of this book there is a quote by John Lennon, because in the book the aunt uses that quote to give to her niece, and the quote is, let's see if I can find it. It says, from John Lennon, "I believe in everything until it's disproved. So I believe in fairies, the myths, dragons. It all exists, even if it's in your mind. So yes, I believe in flying saucers." I think I've written some stories about aliens. Marcia Jones and I wrote Aliens Don't. Let's see, what was the first alien? Oh, Aliens Don't Wear Braces. Martians Don't Take Temperatures. And we wrote Alien Super Special as well. So we had a lot of fun with aliens.
But you haven't actually seen one at this date?
You know, we were driving, my husband and I were driving after midnight mass one year to go visit my family. It was pitch black, cold, the windshield was frosting up, and we saw this light moving across the sky, and we just knew that it was an alien. So who knows? Maybe it was.
And you came to in a field 4 hours later and had strange dreams forever that have haunted you, right?
If that happened, I don't remember it.
And then, what are your favorite books, and what authors have most influenced your writing?
Wow. I like a lot of different authors. I have to say my favorite author is Marcia Jones, and my son, Nathan Dadey, because we wrote 2 books together when he was in junior high. We wrote a book called Slime Wars and Slime Time. So 2 favorites right there. I enjoy lots of different kinds of books. I liked the Cinder series. I love Richard Peck's books. I like books with some history in them, but I like all kinds of books. I like funny books. I'm pretty eclectic in the type of books that I like to read.
Are there some specific middle grade authors that you try to emulate, or at this point have you got your voice down, you know what you're doing, and it's a Debbie Dadey original?
Well, sure, I'd like to I read a book, I'm thinking, oh, I wish I could write a book that good. But you just have to write the book that you feel comfortable with, that it's in your voice. And I think people say, oh, I have to find my voice. But if you write, you do find your voice. You just, whatever comes out, that is your voice. And you can kind of adapt it a little bit with word choice. But when I visit schools, I also point to a couple of kids. I say, and she could tell a story that nobody else in this room can tell. And he could come up with ideas that nobody else in the world could come up with. And I think instead of trying to be like somebody else, you have to be what's true to you, and to write the story that you were meant to tell. Ooh, that sounded pretty good, didn't it?
That did sound pretty good. Let's put that on a t-shirt. And oh gosh, what was mine? Now I'm thinking about what a great t-shirt that's going to make. I'm gonna put those up on the website next week. So look forward to that.